UCC is an IB World School. We do a PYP program, the MYP program, as well as the DP program from junior kindergarten all the way to grade 12. We are one of the oldest schools in Canada. We're approaching our 200th year anniversary now, and we're actually older than the country itself. The first word I have is tradition. We are one of the oldest schools in Canada. We're approaching our 200th year anniversary now, and we're actually older than the country itself. There's a lot of tradition. There's a lot of culture. Every year we have this thing called the Gold Tie Dinner. Only alumni that's graduated for more than 50 years attend that Golden Ties Dinner. You have old boys in their 80s and 70s and still joining and still friends with their mates from back then. That sense of tradition is really, really strong. Innovation is another one. While we have a really long history, we're really looking at how do we make sure we equip students with what they need in this changing world. For example, AI is something that we're really focused on. We have a very interesting design program that runs from kindergarten all the way to grade 12. And we're also working with the IB organization to develop brand new pathways and brand new curriculum that is different from the traditional IB pathway. Innovation, I would say it's the second. And the third word I would say is community. UCC is a big school with 1,300 students from kindergarten all the way to grade 12. But when you walk down the hallway, you really feel the sense of community. And I think partly it's because of the all-boys school community as well, that there really is a strong sense of brotherhood in terms of students' relationship. You see a grade 12 student talking to a grade 8 student. We have grade 6 students going to the prep school and reading storybooks to our kindergarten students. That sense of community is really strong here. UCC is an IB World School. We do a PYP program, the MYP program, as well as the DP program from junior kindergarten all the way to grade 12. I would say one very exciting update as our signature program really is our systems transformation pathway. Traditionally, all students will do the diploma program. People would be familiar, 6 subjects, 3 higher levels, 3 standard level, and 1 in each subject group. But as part of the IB's kind of innovation and trying to improve their curriculum, IB organization has chosen 4 schools in the world out of the thousands of IB schools to be launching a brand new program called the Systems Transformation. 1 school is actually in Singapore, 1 school in BC, Canada, 1 school in Wales in the UK, and then UCC. We are actually launching a systems transformation pathway where students are able to still graduate with an IB diploma, but instead of the traditional kind of prescribed way of choosing classes, now they have more flexibility to choose courses that they like to do. And instead of 6 courses, they do 4. And then for the rest of the time, they're actually doing on a hands-on project in tackling real-world issue with innovation. It could be, for example, homelessness issue in Toronto, or it could be global warming, or it could be animal welfare, whatever topic that they're passionate about. They're able to do a hands-on project. Instead of a final exam, it will look a lot more innovative, such as maybe through a presentation, maybe through a project. And we've talked to a lot of universities, and they're all very excited about this new program, because these are the skills that they would actually need to use in university. We talked to MIT actually, and they're like, this is exactly the kind of learner profile that we're looking for in MIT. This is our first year launching it. We're super excited about how that kind of develops and where it leads us. But I would say this is one of the most exciting kind of program that we have launching here at UCC. We have 2 houses. We have the Seton House and Wed's House, and each house houses about 45 students in each of them. From grade 8 to grade 11, students will be in double rooms. They'll be rooming with another person. And then in grade 12, you kind of earn your single room. That is when rooms become single rooms. And we have about 15 staff that live on campus that supports all of our boarding students. On the weekends, we have activities planned out for them. And then we currently, within our 88 student body, we have representation from 25 countries, 7 provinces, and speak collectively 24 languages. It's very diverse, and it's a very exciting community to be in. One great thing about being in this middle of the city of Toronto is that everything that Toronto has to offer, the students in boarding are able to benefit. Watching musicals, for example, we have tours of Lion King, Aladdin, all these musicals and plays all the time. Students go out and watch the Maple Leafs game, or they watch an NBA game, which would be super easy. We have a lot of museums that are going on, and being the most diverse city in the world, there are a lot of cultural activities too. For example, we'll have the Caribbean Festival. We might have the Taiwan Food Festival that just happened last week, and students are able to basically participate in anything that Toronto is able to offer. There are a lot of different activities, but of course, things like paintball is always the popular one, and all the students always want to do paintballs. Escape room in Casa Loma, which is a tourist spot in Toronto, hosts a very fun escape room experience. We do have opportunities for students to participate, and a lot of the times we actually do it with the girls. Being an all-boys school, we're very lucky. We're surrounded by 4 all-girls schools in Toronto. Every Halloween, for example, I have a few students come to me yesterday. I was like, oh, Miss Mew, can you make sure that we get to go to Canada's Wonderland for Halloween again? And we usually do it with the other girls' school. There are a lot of opportunity to participate in these activities. We have what we call a senior house advisor and an assistant senior house advisor. In each of the houses, they kind of serve as your parent in the dormitory. We have 3 floors, and on each floors, we have an RA, a residential advisor, that lives on each floor too. And on top of all these folks, we also have a nurse that actually lives on campus in the boarding houses. Students will be able to access that. We have specific support from counselors and education psychologists. And we have a university guidance counselor specifically supporting boarding students. And we also have a learning strategist that also lives on camp to support all of their learning. We have a lot of eyes on each of the student. And to us, we really adhere to one trusted adult as a concept. We always make sure that every student has at least one adult figure on campus that they feel trusted to go to. Every day, we also have a house meeting, a 15-minute house meeting, where the entire house comes together and they celebrate birthdays. We also have family groups. I had a family group of about 12 students. Every Tuesday, we would order pizza and sushi, and we would kind of hang out. We can talk about our day. Then there are a lot of support system and a lot of different groupings to make sure that students always find a space that they feel belong. People love asking me this question, and there really isn't a cookie cutter person that we're looking for, because what we want is to build a community that represents society, that shows students, people from all walks of life. 20% of our student body is actually on financial assistance. It's the biggest financial aid program in Canada, because we believe that the best students deserve to come, and there are benefits to learning from each other that come from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds. This is something that we're very proud of. We have both leaders and followers, and we have doers, and we have extroverts and introverts. All of the different kinds of students would thrive here. But I would say one of the most important things that I see is students that are curious to try new things. And with all of our clubs and activities and sports and arts and theater program and all of these amazing experiences would only be able to benefit from them if you're open to trying them. As an example, we have a few students who are hockey players, and their goal is to get into the NHL and actually play professionally. But they all participated in our last theater program because it's the first time they can try something without people judging. And also, why not? Because it's right there and they have friends doing it too. It was so cool seeing confident hockey players on the field suddenly feel a little timid performing in front of the entire school. But seeing them going out of their comfort zone and trying new things, this is the beauty of our education here. And that is kind of the students that we really hope to get.